Entrepreneurs often find themselves most vulnerable at the peak of their confidence, the exact moment they believe they have finally mastered their business. Experience provides the muscle memory needed to build early stability and navigate the initial crises of a startup. It is the foundation of every successful enterprise. This chart illustrates the risk of relying on that foundation too heavily. Growth built on past victories hits a hard plateau when market conditions shift. Customer expectations evolve, technology accelerates, and new competitors introduce different ways of solving familiar problems, rendering old answers obsolete. When seasoned leaders rely strictly on historical data, they develop cognitive blind spots. Assuming the current model is solved prevents them from seeing the quiet signals of a changing environment. Unchecked experience quietly transforms into a vulnerability. Maintaining an active state of curiosity is the only mechanism that keeps a growing business aligned with reality. High-performing e-commerce leaders manage curiosity with the same rigor they apply to their finances, treating it as a tangible operational asset. They relentlessly interrogate success. When a marketing campaign performs better than predicted, they dig into the data to identify exactly which behaviors drove the anomaly. They apply the same scrutiny to recurring failures. If operational bottlenecks or logistical challenges repeat, despite previous fixes, they search for the underlying structural cause rather than the surface symptom. Founders driven by routine tend to ignore these outliers. Because these data points don't fit their established mental models, they are often dismissed as flukes. Curious founders actively look beyond their own niche. They analyze unrelated industry reports and external models to broaden their perspective and find solutions their competitors never consider. This operational system ensures a continuous stream of fresh data, preventing the cognitive stagnation that typically dooms routine-based businesses. For curiosity to be fully effective, it must scale beyond the founder and integrate into the entire organization. Here are two cultures. The dynamic web on the right prioritizes hypothesis testing, outperforming rigid hierarchies that demand immediate answers. When ground-level employees share observations from the outer edges, leadership gains access to vital information they would otherwise miss. Gathering these diverse, previously unnoticed observations increases both the speed and the accuracy of collective problem-solving. In contrast, employees in experience-trapped companies often withhold contrarian observations to avoid contradicting the established playbook. A genuinely curious culture acts as an engineering mechanism, transforming the workforce into a decentralized early warning system against market disruption. Markets rarely run out of opportunities. Business growth usually halts for reasons that are internal, not external. Stagnation begins the moment the entrepreneur's drive to learn and explore disappears. A leader committed to continuous learning will invariably uncover latent possibilities that a purely experienced veteran remains blind to. To maintain this edge, mandate a specific block of time every single week dedicated solely to exploring concepts outside your daily business routine. One fresh idea pulled from an unexpected source often provides the specific leverage required to scale past a long-standing plateau. Maintaining an active state of learning provides the evolutionary advantage necessary to continuously outpace an ever-changing dynamic market.